What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and I've been getting a lot of questions about free players in the game. Some of the things are pretty confusing. Yo, G, I don't see, how I'm supposed to get all these players. They got Gauntlet players, they got all these things that are going on. I don't really understand. We're gonna go ahead and break it down for you guys real quick so you guys pretty much know how to get every free player that's in the game. So one of the things that you can actually do is you can go by the program, all right? So inside of ranked, right? These things right here, all of these players are free, but you gotta grind for them, okay? And what that means is a lot of you guys that are watching this video, you're gonna at least get an Amani because you don't have to do a lot in ranked to be able to get, that, specific card right there, okay? Kyle Pitts is a little bit more involved. I'm gonna go over that in a second, and then Ed Reed is gonna be real sweaty. Because you got the pros and everybody just, dude, they're just going crazy in ranked, and you have to actually be top 100 to get these players, okay? So that's very, very important to note. All of these players are free, but it's gonna cost you blood, sweat, and tears, all right? So that's like the program with the ranked. Now, as you go back through it, you can just go, season pass, all this stuff. Any of these players, right, that you see, within the programs that I'm showing you are free players. So you're gonna also have other things where there are programs where you can still get free players in the programs, like, house rules and stuff like that. That becomes confusing, but I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you go through all of it. The ranked in the season pass, obviously the team captains, all of these guys are free players, okay? You can pick and choose who you wanna upgrade, but they're all free. Most of these things that you get, you just log in and they give you like the original whatever, like the token that gives you the explanation on how to do it. But you can just go into the live events and it'll show you all the objectives that are needed to get tokens for your team captains. All right. As far as the other things that go on, the Season of Boom, they also have free players here. I know BJ Ojolari, he's part of the field pass. There are certain cards, like I said, it's gonna tell you, right? It'll tell you in the description. So if I miss a card that's free, all you have to do is go to each and every program, and if you notice something and you want to find out more information, you just click on it and it'll tell you. One of the things that EA Sports and the Ultimate Team developers did this year that's very, very good is they tell you where you get the cards from. In the past, we had to try to figure it out, call Sherlock Holmes like, yo, where is it, Neat? And then now we can kind of see it. So we know this guy is at level 9. So if you go into the field pass and you get to level 9, that's a free player. You can look at his attributes, you can see everything right there. So that's a very, very cool feature that they have. And remember, there are a lot of other free players that you get that are B&D by just playing through the field pass. So I want to note that as well, so that way you guys understand it. A major influence on me now, you guys know what that's about, is the fact of the Gauntlet, right? So this is something that you guys need to understand. These players are earned through playing Mut Champs and Gauntlet. So you actually have to be a decent player because it gets very, very sweaty. All right? Now, you get different versions of Christian Gonzalez with abilities based on the Mut Champs and the Gauntlet. All right? So when you go over, it's going to tell you the rewards and stuff that you get. But these guys are different champions. So if you're one of the first, like, I forgot, like 500 or 1,000 people to go through the Gauntlet and get Christian Gonzalez, he's going to be a limited time, okay? And he's going to get more abilities with the different card art. But you have to be one of the first to go through the Gauntlet in order to get him, and you have to win 10 games and before getting 2 losses. And you only can try once a week. So those are things that you have to really, really lock in on. It's very, very important that you understand that. Some of these different card arts are confusing, and many of you guys don't understand, like, yo, gee, what is this? It's like 30 Nico Collins, like Montez Sweat, all this stuff. But pretty much what happens is you play through Mut Champs, you get a free token, okay? And then you go into Gauntlet, and then you just get real sweaty with a Nike fit. You know what I'm saying, bro? A Nike dry fit, you just get real sweaty, and it gets nasty. And if you end up with 10 wins, you get, a different version of these players, okay? Again, free players, but it's gonna cost you blood, sweat, and tears, all right? Now, these players you get from Mut Champs. I'm gonna show you guys in the actual, I'm gonna go to like the competitive or the head-to-head and show you guys how you get these. But these are Mut Champ rewards. These are Gauntlet rewards. Completely different things. Very, very easy to get the Mut Champ rewards because everybody there, it's so many people playing it. It's a very, very high chance you're going to get somebody that's not good. So you can get 16 wins and get a Hunter Henry, Andy Dalton, whatever like that. And as the seasons change, you get different versions of players. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the ways right now that you can kind of see it. So with the the Boom dudes, they're going to be under archived at this point, I believe. So Season of Boom, right? When you go in there, because it's over, it's not going to show it under the regular thing, right? It's going to be an archived. But we can go over to level 9 and you can see that he's right there. All right, so that way you guys understand. Yes, you can still go back and get this stuff done, but you have to follow the challenges. You got to do the sets, and then some of the things may expire. So I want to make sure you guys know that. It will expire in most cases. Once you max it out, it's done. It doesn't matter. But if you're watching this video and you're going to go back and do it, it can present certain problems for you. I want to make sure you guys understand that. Sometimes the challenges are glitched. Sometimes other things are not happening. It gets really, really weird. So my suggestion is to try to keep up with the promos at some point so you don't have to do archived and you can stay within the active. Okay? Now, as far as the team captains go, they're going to keep that, pretty much as, an active one. Here goes the objectives and stuff like that you have to do, force fumbles and stuff like that. Once you start doing it, you're able to start to unlock team captains. All right, you start following these objectives and, you pretty much get the XP. You start collecting the team captain rewards, and then you can start upgrading your team captains. All right. And then over inside of the head-to-head, the competitive, little venue thing, you can go over to champions and you can scroll down to rewards and divisions. And then it's going to tell you on the right side what you're going to get, right? So once you get 16 wins, right, you get a touchdown pack, 100,000 coins. You get Mut Champs, the B&D players. Those were the B&D players I was showing you before, the Hunter Henry and those guys. And then as you go up, you see that for the most part, the rewards stay the same. So once you get 16 wins, you're good to go. And you get a Gauntlet token for the next week to go ahead and try to get some of the Gauntlet players who are limited players most of the time when you get them early, and they sell, they're auctionable. So if you don't want the player, it's a good way to make coins. If you're good at the game, you just go ahead, run through Gauntlet, try to get those 10 wins before you get 2 losses, and you're good to go. But you only need the 16 wins to get those other free players. Once you do this, once the Gauntlet unlocks, you're good to go. But it's not there yet because the Gauntlet hasn't unlocked. Now, inside of Ranked, like I told you guys before, it's real sweaty. And I almost jumped into a game, which would have been really, really crazy by pressing on it. But when you go inside of the leaderboards, right, you can see everybody that's top 100. Right now, I think we're like 150 something. Yeah, we're like 154. Yeah, I know. I got 55 losses. I suck. I was just labbing continuously until I found stuff that worked. Now we're pretty good. I'm going to make a push for the top 100. I don't know if I'm going to get there, but it doesn't really matter because what happens is with the rank breakdown, you can see how you get the Kyle Pitts, the Amani, all this stuff. You just have to have these levels and these amount of points. So that's why I said many of you guys that just start playing, you're going to at least get an Amani. I'm focused in on the Kyle Pitts. Okay. The top 100 is going to get that Ed Reed. I don't care about trying to be sweaty to get the Ed Reed. I really need that Kyle Pitts for my offense. He gets all 32 team chems. He's going to be really good. Ed Reed is going to be a stud also, but it is what it is. As you scroll through, you can see the different rewards and stuff like that that you get as you go through it. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter though. Okay, because top 100 is the goal, and that's what we're going to try to do. But I wanted to explain to you guys how to get every free player. Now remember, there are players that you get for free by just logging in. That new D tackle from Game Time, it's several players. But those are just some of the things I had to show you because it was confusing to a lot of the new the new players that are playing Madden 25 Ultimate Team. If you've enjoyed the video, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.